Yes. The closed primary resolution reads as follows. Whereas the 2022 Republican Party of Arkansas platform states, in order to ensure the integrity of the preferential primary election process, Arkansas Republicans support closed primaries in our state. Whereas the Republican Party of Arkansas currently has an open primary which allows Democrats and others who do not believe in Republican principles to determine the Republican Party candidates. And whereas Code Annotated 73101A2 states, organized political parties shall prescribe the qualifications of voting in their party primaries, whereas Arkansas Code Annotated 77307A states each political party may establish by party rules additional qualifications for eligibility to vote in primary elections of the party. And whereas Arkansas Code Annotated 77201B4 states each political party shall be responsible for determining the qualifications of candidates seeking nomination by the political party. Be it therefore resolved that the Republican Party of Arkansas should adopt rules that qualified electors shall be registered as Republican in order to vote in the Republican primary. Be it further resolved that the Republican Party of Arkansas should adopt rules that candidates running as Republican candidate for office be registered as a Republican. And all I would say from everything I've read, I'm no political expert, but closed primaries are the only way we have as a way to control the outcome of the primary as a party. So I yield the floor to anybody that would like to speak in favor of an open primary.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Craig has spoken for his resolution. Would anyone like to speak against his resolution?
Do we have a second? Do we have to second that? Do we have to second that motion?
We're going to give everyone a chance to speak. Anyone want to speak against the resolution? Okay. Then we will go ahead and move on to a vote.
Somebody has to second it.
Yes. Yeah, it's a resolution. Yes.
I'm sorry, but I have to ask another question. I'm for it. But I'm going to ask this question. So I was with Conrad last December. You know, when we passed out those little things that were saying we want closed primaries at that convention. And I met some legislators, and they were saying, I don't know if they were citizens, I didn't know them. And they were like against it. And they were saying, well, we would have to change Arkansas law. Because, and Carolyn Brown or Senator Clark needs to, because I may have misunderstood. And they said something about our law says, you know, that you don't have to register as a Democratic or Republican. You can register as whatever it is, the O. And so there's, you know, how many people, blah, blah, blah. So my question is that when I was asking him about those amendments, and let's not talk about how much money it costs. But if we raise the money, and we couldn't get them to them to agree to close the primaries, if we raise the money, could we put that on the ballot?
I don't know. What we're doing now is this resolution, so that would be a question we can ask, you know, later on. But this is just about this resolution. So we're yes.
My only concern with this resolution is that most people in Arkansas are registered as independent, not maybe that they chose independent, maybe they did, but most people are registered as independent, and so that would eliminate a lot of Republican voters if we go to a closed primary.
Okay, so she's spoken against the resolution. Does someone want to speak for the resolution?
Right here. I would like to. Okay. I had a barcode last meeting where you could go and check your registration. My wife registered as a Republican, and that got changed to other. And I would encourage everybody in this room to go out and I have the barcode on my, we were going to try to put it up, but we'll get it up for sure next time. We'll get it printed so we can put it up. All right, it's not a barcode, the QR code. You need to figure out whether you have been changed in the system from Republican to other. One thing that I believe is correct is that only the Republicans got changed when they implemented a new system at the Secretary of State's office. That's their explanation, from my understanding. Democrats didn't get changed, okay? These voter rolls, and these things are a real problem, okay? It's very simple for them to rig an election if they allow Democrats to cross the line and come in and help us select who our candidates are going to be. Republicans need to be the ones that are deciding who their candidates are. And the only way that we can guarantee that is to have Republicans only vote in our primaries. I mean, I don't even know why we would have to think that we would need Democrats to come over and tell us who our candidates need to be. And that's what this does. We're simply saying, hey, we would like to go. And by the way, the state convention, we voted in that convention, or they voted. We got kicked out, by the way. So they voted to have that resolution also passed, and then they tabled it, I believe, if I'm correct on that. Okay?
Okay, so he's.
Is that a question, or do you want to?
He has spoken for the resolution. Would you like to speak against the resolution?